work. Hopefully it's working now. So here's the thing. I get a lot of questions from newbies asking me, is Bitcoin too overpriced? If I buy now, is it too late? Is the price going to go up? Is it going to go down? Okay, this makes me mental. And now, before I even get into it, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a Bitcoin genius. Thanks for the feedback. I'm not a Bitcoin genius. I'm just a chucklehead, right? But I'm going to give you guys, I'm having a thrombo without a sound. Sound works. Okay. One guy says the sound isn't working, and one guy's saying it does. Okay. Sound works. Sound works. I'm reading comment. Okay. Let me get back on track. I'm going mental here. You idiots. Okay. When I say you idiots, I'm not talking about the people that are commenting right now. I'm talking about the idiots that I see going online and posting in Facebook. I see it a million times. What should I do? When should I buy Bitcoin? Is it too overpriced? Is it this? Is it that? You're soliciting information from idiots. Do your own research. But let me give you a tool so that you will have a better way to decide for yourself. Hang on. Let me share my screen here. I'm going to show you something, and you judge whether you can use this or not. This is a Glassnode. So if you go to glassnode.com, you can access this chart. This chart is NUPL, N-U-P-L, net unrealized profit and loss ratio. So what I want you to do is go to Glassnode, and you can sign up for free and get access to this, right? And then you go to the Bitcoin chart, and then see right in this box where it says search metrics, you can type in NUPL. And then you'll come down and pick this one, net unrealized profit loss, right? And then you'll see this colored chart. And then below, you'll see the actual Bitcoin chart, right? So here's what I want you guys to look at. Think of this rainbow chart as a greed indicator. And every time, look what happens every time it goes up into the blue, right? That's your trigger. That gives you an idea that the greed market is taking over. So you have to understand, in stocks and in equities and investment mediums like Bitcoin, the markets are usually driven by two things: fear and greed. When the market is dumping, it's being driven by fear. When the market is pumping, it's usually driven by greed. So think of this as a greed indicator. And look what happens. Every time it goes up into the blue, it dips. Goes up into the blue, it dips. Goes up into the blue, dip. Blue, dip. And blue, dip. Now look where we are right now, which kind of surprises me. I thought we would be a lot closer to the blue because the price of Bitcoin right now is off the hinges. How much is it? I can't even see right now. Let's see. It is, well, it's not, I'm not seeing the number, the actual number, because I'm in the wrong chart for that. But anyway, I hope this can give you guys a decent idea, a way to know where you are in the market. Now, of course, looking at any chart, you are looking at past results. Past results do not guarantee future actions, right? It's just a barometer that you use to try and gauge, right? And this is the common thing you're going to hear from every analyst that does charting, right? That does technical analysts on a chart analysis. Oh my God. Every guy that does technical analysis on a chart should say this, and usually they do. It will either continue to hold up this chart pattern or it will break this chart pattern, meaning it could go either way. But if you're going to make a gamble, you might as well gamble on things continuing, right? There's an expression, the trend is your friend. So the next question I'm going to get, which I want to anticipate before I get into your questions, can I use this chart to trade, to jump in and out? In other words, just buy anywhere when it's in the yellow or the red or even the green. And then when it reaches the blue, sell. And then wait for it to go back down again. And then when it reaches the blue, sell. Yeah, that I'm saying when you hit the blue, that should be a sell indicator for you, right? So anyway, just a little heads up. Again, this is glassnode.com, and you can get this chart for free. They have some other things that they can sell you, but anyway, that's that, right? All right, now let me try and answer some questions really quick. I don't want to make this a huge ass long video, but we'll see. Okay, Bobby bought Bitcoin yesterday for the first time. Maximum respect, brother. I hope it's doing well for you so far. The past like 3 days in a row, it's been making $3,000 profit per day per coin. So yikes. All good, all good. Okay. Bitcoin saw Kinghuman bar immediately increased in value. Oh, I didn't shave today. Maximum respect for that. Less solutions. Hey, maximum respect for you. Appreciate the kind feedback. What the heck is that smoke? That is my incense. I'm trying to be Zen because before I logged on, right before I logged on, I made a previous live video and the microphone didn't work and I had a total thrombo. I screamed, I yelled, I went mental, and I could tell that I was going to get on this broadcast and probably yell at some people. And I didn't want to do that. So I lit my Zen incense and I'm drinking my tea and I'm trying to be very Zen. That's what that smoke is. I don't smoke anything, but incense is, it keeps me calm. So anyway, Bobby, 39,657.34 currently. Crazy. I haven't even looked at the value increase in my portfolio yet. It's got to be off the hinges. I mean, I'm Lamborghini good, many Lamborghinis. Okay. Is buying Bitcoin in Cash App reliable? I've never done it. Don't know. Not going to say one way or the other. You know what? You should go on Coinbase if you're a beginner, right? And it's very simple. I don't know, Cash App from a hole in the head. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to you? I don't know. Kayleen, is that how you pronounce it? Kayleen. I'll tell you what, holding on to your fiat currency isn't doing anything for you. It's going down in value. It's like anything, right? It could be good, it could be bad, depending on what you bring to the table. So anyway, how much time pass usually when you buy so it's red and go blue? There's an exclamation time. Well, if you go onto the chart, if you look down at the bottom, you'll see the timeline and that'll tell you, right? So if you come down here, it'll give you the exact dates. Like, see where my cursor is right now? It says February 26, 2012. So if you bring your cursor up to the point of any blue line, that's February 9th. And then once it goes away from that is March, what's the soonest? I should zoom in. February 22nd. So I don't know. You just got to go in there and do your own analysis with the time frame. Um, Altcoin's going to explode up soon. You know what? Guess what? You could be right or you could be wrong. There's a 50-50 chance on that. And it depends on where. Yes, absolutely. You should be wearing 2 pairs of glasses. It makes you twice as smart. Oh, hey. Hey, buddy. Hit the bowl yet today? It's a good day for it. Okay. Long position for Bitcoin or wait for confirmation uptrend? I just showed you the chart. You know, right now, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'm on the verge of buying more, but I've never bought this expensive. And that's always the thing. Here's the thing. People freak out about how much Bitcoin is right now. $36,000. I mean, when I bought it the first time, I don't even remember how cheap it was. But here's the thing. I remember when I bought it. Every time I bought Bitcoin in the past, I thought it was too expensive. So use that as your barometer, brother. Everybody thinks it's too expensive when they buy it. And they never know until later whether it was or whether it wasn't. So anyway. All right. What do you think about VeChain? Everybody keeps asking me about that. I don't know. I got no I got no feedback on it. Sorry. When Bitcoin slows down, a lot of money is going to move into Ethereum and other altcoins way higher than game potential. You're right. You're right. I think you're right. Now, that's typically what happens when people move their money from Bitcoin. They'll shift a lot of it into the down ballot coins, I call them, or altcoins, right? And Ethereum has the most potential to gain from that. Ethereum ROI, return on investment, has been higher than Bitcoin, but it's not over yet. There's the first disgusting belch. The last vid was entertaining. Flailing hands. Oh. Okay. I don't know. I am me. I am what I am, and that's all what I am. Are there any altcoins? Wait a minute. First of all, what is with amusement park entertainment? That's cool. And what are you into there? That's cool. That old school fun house illustration you got going on there, sideshow banner, whatever it is. I was all into that stuff. Anyway, are there any altcoins that I like? The only one that I'm in right now is Ethereum, right? A while back, I got into Ripple because I thought it was going to pump, and it did. I bought it at like 22 cents. It tripled my money in like a week. I got out of it, and now I'm not recommending it to anybody because it's got a lot of problems. So anyway, you're the only one I trust out there. You helped me understand affiliate, blogs, traffic, everything when I started. One of a kind in this sick planet and fake gurus. Maximum respect. I really, that means a lot to me. I mean, I don't want to sound too sappy here, but yeah, I try my best to give people the best information out there. And above all, I want people not to take anybody's word for anything, not even me, right? When I say something, yeah, go double check it, right? I'm not trying to be, like one of these guys that says, you got to listen to me. Do your own research. That's what took me from being a truck driver to a millionaire online, is doing my own research and finding things out for myself, right? Instead of listening to what they say, look at what they do. Australia, oi, maximum respect. Squiddy Mop, nice. Bobby Creekmore, what are my thoughts? From which one of the voices in my head are you asking? I can give you anything. I'm planning a split strategy using half for the long game and half for the day trade. Can't seem to find a feature to automatically buy sells at present price. Okay, automatic. Well, you can program in your buys and sells, trigger points, just like with a stock. And you can even use what's called a trailing stop. So as the price goes up, this is your stop, right? And you program it as a percentage. So as it goes up, your stop goes up. And then if it starts to fall, the minute it touches this, oh, can you see? I don't know. The minute it touches your stop, then it sells for you automatically. Anyway, is Bitcoin your main money making focus right now? Well, I'll tell you, it's definitely something I really am excited about for the future of it, because it's so incredibly passive and so incredibly profitable at the moment, right? Who knows what could happen? The whole thing could blow up and go to nothing. I don't know. Besides Coinbase, how can you buy Bitcoin? I cannot create a Coinbase account because of my address in Hawaii. I never understand that. Why is Hawaii? First of all, get a VPN, right? What's the biggie? Get a VPN and set it up so that your computer is based in Nevada or wherever, right? There's one thing. The other thing you can do is there's a lot of other exchanges out there. You can even buy Bitcoin on PayPal, although I don't know how that works. But PayPal is one of the big institutional buyers of Bitcoin right now. Binance.us is another one. What about Coinbase Pro? Probably the same thing for you. I don't know why you're being blocked. What is with Hawaii? It's not like another country. It's the United States. I don't get it. I guess states can pass local laws about that kind of thing, but I've never heard of it until you mentioned it. So anyway, I feel like Bitcoin will not stop going up. I hope so. Yeah, again, look at this chart, this net unrealized profit loss chart, because this is the greed indicator, right? When it's in blue, beware. Blue is beware. Anyway, go back and watch this video about that. It'll explain it if you didn't see this from the beginning. Wise. Somebody, I'm looking at my notes here. I thought somebody told me about that the other day. What's up, King? Desiree, what's up? My age, my weight, my blood pressure. That's about it. I'm just trying to avoid work today, so I thought I'd throw out a quick video. Already 18 minutes. Oh my God. If you're looking to build a good crypto portfolio, buy and mine lower value altcoins and trade up to Ethereum and Bitcoin. That's a good strategy. But here's the problem. Mining equipment costs, right? That ant miner, one ant miner is $4,500. And then the price of your electricity really cuts into your profit margin. I mean, you're making it sound easy, but I looked into it and I didn't see any money there personally. Even with a VPN, you still need to, oh, that's true. I forgot about that. Yeah, damn. Anyway, there are a lot of other exchanges out there, right? Binance. God, I can't think of them. I'm having a stroke. I swear to God. Let me have a little tea. But just Google search for, places to buy Bitcoin. Go on to CoinGecko and you'll see any coin. You'll see where you can go and buy it. And you'll see a list of all these exchanges. So if there's a particular coin you want to buy, for example, Coinbase, there are a lot of coins that are not listed on Coinbase. And if you want to buy some of those coins, you're going to have to go to the specific exchange that carries it. And CoinGecko will show you all of that. Anyway. Reserve restrictions required by law. Weird. That's weird. I didn't know that. Thanks, LifeCat. Thanks for the info. David, if at first you don't succeed, keep on sucking until you do succeed. The answer is never buy Bitcoin ever. Okay, well, hey, you could be right, but so far it's made me a ton of money every time I've touched it. And society, I know that your fiat currency right now is going down in value every day you hang on to it. So I guess that's what they say about opinions. But, that's cool. And, having said that, now that you have said that, the next comment you make should be telling me where you got your degree in advanced finance so that I know that what you're saying is a qualified opinion. But anyway, I'm just busting your hump. Didn't realize you used to be a truck driver. I'm also a truck driver. Do I miss it? Heck no. Oh my God. Let me tell you about my truck driving, just to go off on a tangent right now. I don't want to go too deep into this. First of all, the trucks I drove were garbage scows. I mean, the dashboards were flying. It was just the worst junky truck. I'm survived. I'm surprised I survived. The brakes didn't work. I mean, they were just the most dangerous pieces of crap trucks, semis. And I was hauling heavy stuff too. But here's the thing. This is what it comes down to, guys. I'm going to talk a little bit about the hustle, because back when I was a truck driver, there was no other opportunities available for me. So I drove that truck 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. I drove 3 shifts a day, 7 days a week. Now, a lot of people are going to say that's impossible. How does that happen? You can't work 24 hours a day. Well, it took an hour to load the truck. And it took an hour for me to take a round trip circuit and drop off the junk, right? So I would drive for an hour, sleep for an hour, drive for an hour, sleep for an hour, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I still had time to go shopping, do my laundry, and anything else I needed to do, pay my bills. So when people tell me they don't have time to do something, or they can't, get enough money to do something, it drives me crazy. It really makes me crazy. And the other thing that always made me crazy was people that would ask me for money. And I would always say, okay, you want me to give you money? I'll tell you what I'll do. If you worked harder than I did, I'll give you money. If you worked longer hours than I did, I'll give you money. And I'll give you money. I'll give you $100,000 for every random person that gave me money when I needed it. Guess how much that was? When I needed money, I went out and got it myself. I made it happen. So don't snivel bitch to me. I'm not the guy. This is the United States. You can go out there and hustle if you have a mind to. But the problem is, most people want to sit on the couch eating Cheetos and scratching their ball bag. They don't want to do the hard work that it takes to get ahead. Now, back then, that's what I felt I had to do. And it was what I had to do. And I saved up a bunch of money. And my goal was to make enough money to where I could buy a pre-existing profitable business that I could just walk into, right? Like a coffee shop or something like that. So I had a goal. I worked my ass off to make it happen. I saved a crap ton of money. And then I got into the internet stuff and things exploded for me anyway. But the other lesson I want you guys to realize is when you're exchanging your time for money, I don't care how much they're paying you. When you exchange your time for money, it's a bad situation. You need to learn how to make money when you sleep, when you're golfing, when you're laying at a resort poolside in Tahiti. When you can make money doing that passively, now you're thinking. Okay, enough of my lecture. Anyway, all right. When did I stop trucking? That was many years ago. Many. As soon as I could stop, I did. 18 ounces of gold, and I'm not. Yeah, see, that's the problem. I used to have a crap ton of gold too. I had these 1 ounce ingots, and I had a whole little vault of them, and they were in assay cards, and I had a ton of them. I only have one left. I got out of it because, yeah, it made a little bit of money, but it doesn't make the kind of money you think, right? It just doesn't go parabolic. Bitcoin, things like this are going parabolic. So that's the kind of investments I like. The other investment that made me a lot of money was property. Commercial property. Anyway, I don't want to go down that road right now. Yeah, I make more money online than I did driving a truck. That's for sure. And at the time, I thought I was making huge money driving that truck. But of course, it made me a mental patient. My hair fell out because I never got any REM sleep. I mean, when you can only sleep for an hour at a time, you can't go into that deep REM sleep that your body needs. And when you go to sleep, it gives your body a chance to regenerate the cell structures. And I wasn't getting that. That's why it looks so ugly now. I mean, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Maximum respect, Dazzle. Desiree, I'll bring back the mugs. I got them. I got them on the shelves around here. Do you use ClickFunnels or some other software for landing? I use ClickFunnels a lot. That's my primary thing. And not only do I use ClickFunnels, but I make funnels for my students and give them away as part of the membership. And one of the funnels that I made in last month's Money Pages was what I thought was a really killer e-commerce funnel for a supplement. Now, why did I make that? Why did I put that together? Because I know a guy who created a supplement and he private labeled the supplement and he made $1 million. Now, that's something you guys can look into too. Private labeling your own supplements or your own, anything that's manufactured out there today can have your brand name on it. Just Google search for whatever it is, tennis shoes, t-shirts, supplements, whatever it is, and then add private label or white label in front of it. And you will find a bunch of manufacturers, vitamins, anything. You'll find a bunch of manufacturers that'll make it up for you. Put your label on, put your brand on it, boom goes dynamite. You got a great product to sell. But here's the thing, I'm teaching my students not to be the guy when they strike gold in the hills. Don't be the guy going panning for gold. Be the guy at the bottom of the hill selling the picks and shovels. So I give them these done for you turnkey websites, e-commerce websites, not to use for themselves, but to resell as turnkey businesses so they can sell these on Flippa, on eBay, on Kishmium Takas. And they're selling not a website, they're selling a done for you manufacturing business with a product in place. Anyway, okay, I can't go in to teach all of that right here and right now because it's too much. So you'll have to go look on my website anyway. Any life advice for 14-year-old? Well, the fact that you're asking a geezer for advice is a good thing. You know, that tells me right there that you're intelligent enough to know that you don't know everything. Because when I was 14, I thought I knew everything. Trust me, I thought I knew it all. And then as the older I got, the more I realized I wasn't the know-it-all that I thought I was. So maximum respect for knowing how much you do not know. That's key. Secondly, advice, enjoy life, right? Always know that where you are in life right now at 14 years old is a golden time. You've got great times ahead of you. The other thing is plan for your future financially right now. Start planning. What I suggest is look into things that could possibly pay off big time in future, like Bitcoin. But instead of buying little toys like a Game Boy or a PS5 or whatever the new thing is, right? Instead of buying things that depreciate in value, buy assets that have potential to appreciate in value. Now, other than Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, I'm going to suggest to you, you start learning about stocks. And in particular, I'm going to suggest you start looking into dividend stocks, stocks that pay you a dividend on a regular basis. And what you want to do is reinvest those dividends, which are additional payouts that come right to you. Reinvest that. Don't take that payout and buy a toy. Take that payout and buy more of that stock every time you get it. It's called compounding. And that's the way to build wealth. So by the time you're my age or even younger than me, you will have a passive income stream that you can actually live off of. And you're going to get equity appreciation on top of that. That's my advice. But the first advice is enjoy your life. Time is your most precious asset. Okay. Let's see. I was on KH Elite when you started, and you talked a lot about private label. You teach me this also. In fact, I made a brand a few years ago. It went well for a few years. Now I'm on affiliate. Affiliate marketing, I guess. Okay, cool. The other thing you can do is you can build up a brand name, and sell that as a company, right? So very cool opportunities that not a lot of people know about. It's kind of, nobody teaches it but me that I know of. Anyway, can someone answer my question real quick? Too late to buy Bitcoin. What did I tell you guys? When I started this broadcast, what did I tell you guys? This is the most common question I get. Okay, PR Silver. This question was answered in the beginning of this video. So it's going to post, right now it's live, but in a minute it's going to be on YouTube. So go back and look at it. But basically, all right, let me do this. I can't believe I'm doing this. First of all, let me hide the comment. Go on to glassnode.com and use this chart. This is the net unrealized profit loss indicator. Oh God, I'm a swine. So when you come in here to Glassnode, get Bitcoin up here. See it up there in the upper left. And then when it says search metrics right there, enter in NUPL and then find this net unrealized profit loss in the drop down. It's not showing here because I've already got it. Okay. So anyway, that's going to bring up this rainbow chart. Study that rainbow chart. Now the chart below that is the actual Bitcoin. And but what this is going to do is this is going to show you the greed indicator, right? So the greed indicator is when you want to sell, right? Look at the historics on this. Every time it goes into blue, look what happens. Falls. Goes into blue, falls. Goes into blue, falls. Goes into blue, falls. So right now, look where we are. So I'm going to turn this back on you. So looking at this chart, based on this chart, and historically, would you buy now or would you sell now? It's your choice based on what you see here. Now, the other thing is, this is a historic chart, and past history does not guarantee future results. So that should answer your question. And I don't want to pump sunshine up anybody's skirt. I want them to learn the facts. Kevin, what's up, Kevin? Kevin always comes on here. Good guy, like Kevin. Love that I love that thumbnail too. Every time I see you, Kevin, I'm going to have to come and subscribe to your YouTube channel. This is not clickable, or I'd do it right now. Phenome, what's up? Again, I've answered this question before. My age, my weight, my blood pressure, nothing good. Hey, vote for Meg. I'll vote for Meg. Thanks. I appreciate the kind words and the good feedback. I hope I'm helping a couple of people. Oh my God, Robinhood. Robinhood. Now, I've never used it. I've heard anecdotally from people that are in the know not to use that. I do a little research. Do a little Google research on feedback of Robinhood. But wow. Yes, absolutely true. You know, money comes, money goes. The things that you have that are most precious to you are your time and your health. So absolutely vote for Meg. You're great. What's okay? Now I think you guys are trolling me. All right, big shot. Oh my God, suddenly I got a bunch more questions. All right, let me just scroll through a couple of them and I'll get out of your hair. I know I tend to just babble on for hours on these live things. Warren Buffett says Bitcoin is probably rat poison squared. You know what? He could be right and he could be wrong. You know, even the biggest geniuses of the world are not right 100% of the time. And all I can say is, for me, it's been great so far, knock wood. Now, yeah, in the future, it could turn into garbage. Who knows? But for the time being, I'm going to do a ride along. That's all I know. So if I'd have listened to Warren Buffett years ago when I got into Bitcoin, I would have lost a lot of money. It would have just gone right by me. So, you know, listen to the guys that you think are speaking with your best interest at mind and have ally with your philosophies, or I should say align with your philosophies, right? So that might be the greatest advice for you, is to stay out of Bitcoin, which, you know, is cool. You don't have to do anything. I'm not trying to sell you guys anything, right? Get that? I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to get you to buy Bitcoin. I'm not trying to get you to pump it. I'm not trying to get you to buy an old altcoin because I own it. And if I get a bunch of people to buy it, the price will go up and then I can jump out and take profits. I'm not trying to do any of that stuff. I'm not trying to sell you a course, right? I'm not motivated by any self-centered motive. There are a lot of people out there that have those. They have a hidden agenda. So I'm just saying, be careful out there who you listen to. So anyway, okay. What's the best website to do investments? What kind of investments? Don't know. Oi. Oh, Kevin. Wait a minute. I wanted to get to this one first, Kevin, because this is good. Man, Russia. Yo, ho, ho, ho. Oh, God, what was that song? Yeah, it's vague in my mind. My grandparents used to sing it all the time. They were from Russia. My father used to sing it all the time. I can barely remember it anymore. I don't know. Anyway, what is Kinghuman height and weight since it was? I have no clue. Short, fat, and ugly. Oh, and bald. That's the best I can do. Okay. Kevin. Oh, yeah. Hey, Kevin, I'm back on you. Thanks, man. Been subscribed to you for years. I quit my job 12 years ago, and you're my go-to channel to figure out ways to make money from home. Cool. That feels good. I helped somebody. I love it. Yeah, I heard Ethereum is a good way to go. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked at it today. I might buy a crap ton more today. I'm liking Ethereum. Not sure what's going on with it, right? I talked with an expert yesterday about Ethereum. Now, I was pumped on Ethereum because two things. Well, three things. Three. I was going to three. Ethereum 2.0 is coming out soon, which I thought, oh yeah, that's going to really help it. The other thing was Ethereum was approved for banks to use for settlement transactions. And then the third thing was the speed of Ethereum versus Bitcoin. So I thought those three things would work. And then I talked with a real expert, and she told me she doubts that banks will institute its use because the cost when you use Ethereum, right, when you transfer it, is expensive. So now I don't know what to think. I do trust that expert. She is a big expert. She knows a lot more than I do, a lot more. So that's the other thing. You know, when you do find a really qualified expert, somebody that has a degree in an advanced degree in like blockchain technology or what have you, or they're a genuine self-taught expert and you know they know what they're talking about, kind of defer to their expertise. Don't assume that you know more than they do. David, again, been watching Bitcoin price for the last 10 minutes from 39.4 to 39.9. Oh my God. It is just, let me try and refresh this chart and see if it will reflect that. Wow. Wow. I may have to jump in. Good. Thanks, David. You're giving me things to think about here. Okay. So I feel a little foolish for investing in crypto via Robinhood since there's no insurance there and I don't actually hold my coins. Should I pull out my money from there and get hit with capital gain? Oh, you've got it in an IRA? Oh, okay. You're going to have to talk to your CPA about that and see if you can't do a rollover, something like that. I don't know what you're doing. Wait a minute. Okay, I can't give legal advice and I can't give tax advice, really, but I can tell you some unqualified stuff, right? So, from what no, I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to say do some research on tax as applied to cryptocurrency, right? So, you're going to pay capital, from what I understand, you're going to pay capital gains tax if you hold cryptocurrency and it goes up in value, no matter where you hold it. Doesn't matter what wallet you have it in. So, yeah, what you're going to do is you're going to pay a fee when you move it from one platform to another, but it's just a little bit. It's just not worth even worrying about. Don't sweat the pennies, right? Think in terms of the big dollars. Ethereum has the most DeFi smart contracts. See, again, I have to do more research on it, but sounds good. I'm liking Ethereum. It's okay. Berkshire Hathaway was initially two companies. One was a textile firm. I know that. and the other was in whale oil. I did not know that. The Who think has a colorful history. Maybe the two, I think, have a colorful history. Maybe that's what it is. You're right. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I mean, that's some old school stuff. Whale oil and whatever the other one was. I don't even remember. Hang on, I'm trying to get to some of these. My mouse is kind of skipping around. I think the battery's going. On the 19th, XRP is being sued by the SEC, so be aware of that. Yes, I know about that, and it's also been delisted from Coinbase. It's in the process of being delisted. In a little while, I don't know, a week or two, you won't be able to, you won't be able to trade it on Coinbase. Now, I use Coinbase kind of as a barometer for what I think are the hottest coins, because Coinbase is kind of a beginner's trading platform. So if a coin gets listed on Coinbase, if it's just new to Coinbase, I jump on it and I buy that coin. So when I see an alert on Coinbase and it says, hey, this coin was just accepted to be on Coinbase, I buy it. And sure enough, it goes up. And that's usually what happens. Now, the opposite happens when a coin gets delisted from Coinbase. XRP has some other problems too, but it's not necessarily the death knell for XRP, because this happened before. The Securities and Exchange Commission went after another coin in the past, and people thought that it was gonna be, sued out of existence. It was gonna go away. It was gonna be shut down by the SEC. That did not happen. The SEC came to them, hit them with a fine. They paid the fine, and they stayed in business. So basically, at that point, the Securities and Exchange Commission was just like the mafia wanting their cut. So, and then the coin bounced up. I forget the name of that coin, but maybe that'll happen here. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But again, XRP has some other problems going on. I cannot remember exactly what they are right now. Coming up on 40K each. Yes. Right? Amazing. Amazing. I'm an idiot truck driver looking to invest my money so that I can retire. Any suggestions? Oh, I go through this all the time. Oh my God, there are so many things. I talked about some of them in this video, which, first of all, how old are you? You want to take inventory of what your risk tolerance is, and you want to see whether you want to decide, are you an investor or are you a trader? Are you going to invest for the long term, or are you going to jump in and out? What are you going to do? There's a lot of things you have to ask yourself before I can even come close to answering that question for you. So anyway, do a bit of research and find out a little bit about what your goals are. Identify your goals other than I just want to make money and retire. Well, what is your time frame? How much is your working capital? What is your risk tolerance? What mediums do you know about now? I mean, there's so much. It's just you got to give me something more to go on there. I just can't answer that. Okay, wow, 1 million questions came in. I'm going to scroll down. Sorry if I miss your question. Anyway, I'm just going to hit. Oh, Kevin again. Just sold half my Bitcoin. Last time it shot up, I didn't sell because I was hoping it would climb more. Then it crashed. Well, that's the thing. Nothing goes flat. It always goes like this. So, and sometimes it goes like this. So I don't know where you are in the cycle. It all depends on where you enter and where you exit. And the other thing is, nobody picks the exact top or the exact bottom, right? So just know that. Okay, Snooks wants Big Shot to contact them. So just, I guess that's a PSA. I'll just put that out there. Weeble. Okay, hang on. I need to lubricate my throat or I'm going to die to death. Yeah, Coinbase does have commissions. But again, I don't sweat the pennies, right? It doesn't bother me. I don't care. I don't know Webull. I haven't seen it, so I don't know what the downside might be. For me, Coinbase is a solid platform, and they're in the process of becoming a publicly traded company on the stock exchange. So they're not going to disappear like Mount Gox. If you know that story, if you don't know that story, go look it up. But it was an exchange, kind of like Coinbase or any of these other ones. A bunch of people had all their money in there. Okay, Mount Gox. Much harder. What's much harder? Trading is harder. Trading is harder. It could be. I know mining Bitcoin is much harder because there's less mining coin available for mining, and that's happening all the time. Oh, hell no, I'm down 8 cents. My life is ruined. Thanks for the belly laugh. That's great. Okay. What do you think about JP Morgan saying Bitcoin might reach 140? You know, it certainly could happen. I haven't seen that particular news blurb. Certainly very possible. In fact, it could go to 300. It could go to 1 million. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody. I don't care if it's JP Morgan. I don't care if it's the biggest genius on the planet, Albert Einstein. Nobody knows. That's the thing. Nobody knows. But it's interesting that it's getting that kind of press, because that kind of press is what makes this surge. So yeah, I'll probably go and buy a crap ton right now. Anyway, PR Silver, that's funny. I forgot what he said. Oh yeah, I'm down 8 cents. Cool. Okay, Snooks. PR Silver, how can you invest $500 in Bitcoins whose price has reached 40K? What? You're asking PR Silver how to invest 500 in Bitcoin? I don't, what the hell? I don't know. I must be thick. But anyway, Bitcoin is really stressful, at least with gold and silver. My anxiety isn't so bad. Why is it stressful? Okay, well, that's a key indicator for you. If it freaks you out, if it creeps you out, yeah, you probably shouldn't be in it. Just another FOMO, and everybody has stimulus money. Oh yeah, has that come out? I didn't know that the stimulus checks went out. I won't get one. Someone mentioned Cash App to buy big. I use Cash App to buy a couple of $100 worth. 400,000 Satoshis. Okay. And then, the questions are flying in. Bobby, oh yeah, you don't have to buy a whole coin. That's the great thing about it, is the fractionality of it. You can get it down to where you could buy like the equivalent of $1 of a Bitcoin. It would be 0.000000000 whatever. But yeah, Warren Buffett didn't day Bitcoin was rat poison. He said Bitcoin is rat poison to cash. That makes a lot more sense. That makes much more sense. See what an accurate quote, what the difference between a, just a nonsense quote and a really accurate quote can mean. The difference is night and day. Stimulus money equals joke. Pocket lint from the government. Well, that's true. But it means a lot to a lot of people. Not everybody is as fortunate as you and I, evidently. So you have to think in terms of other people sometimes. $2,000 for some people, that's a huge amount of money. Means the difference between living under a bridge right now or being able to stay in their apartment or home or whatever, and being able to buy groceries at this point in time. Have you seen how long the lines are at the food bank? By the way, while I'm on the subject, donate a couple of bucks to your local food bank. Could really help some people. All right. Anyway, yeah, I used to think I had to buy a whole coin too. Don't. Any fraction. I mean, if you want to put in 10 bucks, 20 bucks, you can do that. You got a stimulus check on Monday. Cool, Life Cat. And of course, you went immediately and bought Bitcoin with it. Oh, cool, David. That's cool. Maximum respect. Yeah, you can buy in Satoshis too, but I didn't want to get into Satoshis because most of the people watching this video are probably beginners. And anyway, all right, I think I'm about out of questions. In too deep, can't back out. Now Bitcoin is my life now. Yeah, you know what? In poker, we call that being pot committed. You put money in the pot. Every round you put money in, you bet. And now it comes down to the river card and you can't fold even though you know it's not going well for you. You can't fold. You got to bet again because you're pot committed. You've got so much money in the pot that financially it makes sense to see it to the end because you're going to make that last bet. And you're only risking at this point, that last bet is probably only a couple of $100 and the pot's probably a couple of $1,000. So the pot odds, it's called pot odds, make sense. That's what you're telling me. How do you get into Satoshi? Satoshi, I don't want to go down that road. Satoshi is just the Bitcoin name for dollars, right? Or increments, pips, whatever you want to say. Okay. Tesla is the best place to invest. ATM. Congrats, Mr. Musk. Love that guy. Okay. I bought Tesla way back in the day. It made me a lot of money. I think it made me enough to buy a Tesla. I don't even remember. I did not buy a Tesla because there's no place to charge it around here. I live in a wasteland. All right, guys, maximum respect. Oh, wow, an hour. This was going to be a 10-minute video, but I feel guilty if I don't answer a bunch of questions. Thanks for you guys coming on here. Maximum respect. All the best. If you didn't see the beginning of this video where I talked about the net unrealized profit and loss chart and how that could potentially make you money and show you when to be in Bitcoin and when to be out of Bitcoin, watch this video when it gets posted on YouTube. Go back and watch it from the beginning. All right. Thanks for being on the live. In future, I'll try and do some live giveaways. Maybe do some things like giving away wallets like this. This is an Elapal hard wallet, cold wallet. This thing is like a tank. It's cool because, well, I haven't used it, but I like that it has a color screen. It's big. I can use it, but I'm not using it, so I might as well give it away. I don't know how much they're worth, maybe 150, 200 bucks. Anyway, okay, I'm rambling again. I'm a mental patient. I got to get out of here. Adios, guys. Maximum respect. Adios.